Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode. We finished out the UMP somehow on our first season, won the championship, just barely came down to the final race of the season, which was awesome, but we are starting out in the big blocks now for the first time. We got our car level 2 chassis, level 2 engine, level 1 suspension, and tires, so they're going to be terrible to start with. We're going to have to like repair them a bunch off the rip because I don't really want to upgrade these little bits like on level 1 for both these. It just seems pointless to me. So we'll save up the money, get like level 2 tires really fast, and then level 2 suspension as well as we go. And we only have $734 to our name, so we are going to be struggling for sure. We definitely not going to get through this one in a season, but we're gonna do the best we can. We made our nice little big block here, went back with the light blue and stuff, like kind of like what we started out with in the micro sprints. I think that was like my first color for everything was the blue. Kind of gone through a handful of different colors for cars, so kind of went back to the light blue and everything. I think it looks really nice and stuff. But we are starting out here at Fairbury. We're gonna hit Fairbury twice in this first episode because it's gonna be the showcase as well. So got Fairbury, Sterling County, Kokomo, and then the showcase at Fairbury for this first episode. 10 race season. The other UMPs and Street Stocks had 10 races just like this, but it only had the 4 races at the end. This one has the 4 races to start and then 3 to end out. So a little different of the schedule, but either way, we'll get going here at Fairbury. Hopefully we can do pretty decent, but I haven't driven these yet at all, so it's going to take me a minute to try and figure them out and figure out what to change in the setup and stuff to make it like 1, drive straight, and then 2, just trying to make it go quicker than we normally can. So let's get on Fairbury and go struggle to try and make the feature. We probably won't even make it these first few races, I imagine. All right, got down to a 12.0, edging out that 11-second lap. I hit like a 12.19, a 12.03, and then a 12.19 again. So like back to back to back, we hit very fast laps, and we'll see how we can do here in qualifying. Top 34 time is our goal because we don't have a sponsor yet on this car. So we should be able to get top 34, no problem. Hopefully we're like around 25th or so, maybe. That would be nice. So we could have like a hope and prayer to make these features to try to make a little bit more money out of these races. That's going to be the main thing, is just trying to make a little bit of money off these races till we can get a sponsor and stuff, and then try and work our way to get more sponsors. That's the one thing that's going to really mess with me these first 4 races, when normally it's 3. After 3 in the other series, you would get a sponsor, except micro sprints. Micro sprints had 11 race seasons, so it was a little different, but had a pretty solid lap there. 12.007, 007 there, and we're 23rd. Hey, that puts us in contention to make these features, which is nice. I honestly did not expect that, but Fairbury has been one of our better tracks throughout the career anyway, so got to get top 5 to move straight on, and if not, we got to get top 5 in the B main. That's going to be the big thing. Oh, we got Ricky Cox out here. Hell yeah, we got Cox out here. We love that. Love seeing Cox on the track. We are making a 3-person pass there, going from 7th to 4th in that corner. That was pretty wild. Like I said, Fairbury's definitely been one of our better tracks. Like we've ran here so many times in all the cars. I think every series has gone here like twice a year. I need to hold the bottom here so Jimmy doesn't get around us. Jimmy's trying to rain on our parade of gaining those 3 spots in that one corner. That was awesome. And if we could finish 4th here, we'd be like, what is that, 16th or so? I think that's about 15th maybe for the starting for the A main. I definitely would not have expected that by any means, because we qualified 23rd. I expected fully to only get up to 5th or have to go through the B main, but honestly I keep messing this up, and Cox is going to get under me and get by me. He's going to plow right through me probably. But we got 1 lap left here. Hopefully we can hold him off behind us. He'll make the A main. Don't rain on my parade. We definitely need to be doing well at these tracks we're good at, because there's some tracks we're definitely going to be real bad at. So starting, what is that, 15th I think it's going to be, which is pretty solid. Yeah, 15th in the A main. Let's go. Very happy with that. Eric Erickson out front here. So I remember that name from, what was that? Was that in the UMPs as well? I can't even really remember. But going straight on the A main here, I think it's an 18 lap feature. I fully anticipated having to go through a B main and stuff. We're definitely going to have more B mains in the upcoming races, I would imagine, especially the showcase race. No way we're going to make the showcase like top 3 in the heat to make it straight to the feature. So we'll be going through some B mains and all that. They're already hitting up there in front of us. We got up to 14th being on the bottom, which was really nice. Samantha Bell, definitely recognized that name. Have not seen them around in a while. I think Samantha Bell was in the street stocks, I want to say. Ricky Cox trying to get back under us. We got Tommy Richardson. I recognize that name. That was a clean pass in the bottom. Trying to rip the bottom desk. I got Ned Hill out here in the super orange big block. He was in a really white with a light blue number, I think, in the UMPs, I want to say. So he completely changed up his car and everything like that. The whole car look and everything. So we were running pretty solid. Cox running that outside, getting a huge run up to our rear end. Oh, they are hitting super hard up there. Don't know how they didn't wreck. Billy Green also back out here. He was in the UMPs. Good to see that. Don't know who's out front in the 23. I think is that 234? I can't. I'm trying to see the number on the little map. I know you guys can't really see it because my face is blocking it anyways, but it either looks like a 23 with a tiny 4 in the bottom right or an X. I can't quite tell. We'll have to see in the results at the end to see who won and everything. I want to see like some of the names out front, if we recognize some of the names from the other series and all that. But hey, we're hanging around right in this top 15, which is really, really solid for us. Very happy about that. Doing a lot better than expected. That's why I wanted to try to get that engine and chassis, because those are like more important parts per se than the tires and suspension, because tires and suspension you can kind of get them pretty cheap later on. Because I probably could have gotten like level 3 tires and the engine level 2. But we'll just save the money for like the first couple races, then get the tires level 2, and then a few more races later probably get the suspension, work our way up, and then try and see what we can do in season 2. Probably have to go on to a season 3, getting some better parts on the car as well, because we have been struggling. And we get a caution. Oh, we're the first car lap down. Let's go. I didn't realize that everybody behind me was a lap down. I didn't realize the leader was right on me. That is awesome. I'm just sitting here rambling, and we can't fall further back than 14th in this race now. Let's go. That's perfect for us. Like, I literally, that's the best case scenario for me in these races. Try to get under Brett Thompson there. Get up in the 13th, even though he was pulling away from us a little bit there. Nothing crazy, but they definitely were pulling away from us a little bit. But we are running pretty well. Billy Green goes outside. Massive wreck up here. Don't know who just got spun. That moves us up to 11. Somebody nailed them, I think, on the outside. I heard in the mirror. That was wild. They just got completely bullied. I think it was Harry Nelson who got spun out there. The car on my outside, I think that might be Billy Green. His car is violently shaking. Like, that does not look good. Brother, your car is in shambles. You should not be on the track right now. Get into the infield, because your car is like broken. We'll see if we can try to work our way and get a sneaky top 10 here. We got 2 laps left. Harry Nelson trying to get under us. We got Harry Nelson and a Cox out here. We got Harry and Cox out here. If they're running back to back, that's gonna be hilarious to make fun of. But don't think we're going to be able to make it up. Eric Erickson had a bad exit off turn 2. I kind of got into him and it messed me all up. But we are in 11th for our first race in the big blocks. I can't even be mad. I cannot even be mad at all. 11th in our first race. We qualified 23rd. But to be fair, Fairbury is one of our better tracks. So kind of expect to do decent. So I'm very happy about that. How much money is that going to get us for getting 11th in this race? I know it was $5,500 for winning. So we might get like 2K or something like that. 11th in the point. 2's out front. Chase Jones, Tommy Bailey out here, Margie, Brooks, Ned Hill, Brian Ramsey. I recognize that name from the last game. CG Maury. I feel like I remember that name from the last game. I always thought it was money. Devin Reynolds, Kevin Murphy from the UMPs, and Abby Barnes out front. And is that a 4? I can't tell. That 2, 3. I think that's a tiny 4 there too. But I'm just gonna say it's the 23 because it looks like a tiny 4, but I can't be 100%. It could be an A actually. It's actually probably an A for Abby. That makes a lot more sense. So never mind. I can kind of see the lines on both sides. So you don't need to comment and tell me I'm stupid. But nearly 3,000 for 11th. And we get $10 in merch sold. So we might be able to get those tires next race, I think. If we can get a solid finish. I think it's at Sterling County. That's going to put us up to $3,700. We're going to have to repair the tires and suspension every race until we get better ones of them. And I do think the tires are like about 3K to start with. 2,600. I actually probably could buy them. I think I can. We can get 1 or 2 of the upgrades. Can't get that upgrade actually. So we'll repair the suspension for $39. we got at least a little bit on the tires. It's going to help us out for Sterling, but still probably going to have to repair them after that race. But we could probably upgrade them all the way, which is nice. Then we got to save up like 6,000, maybe a little bit over 6,000. Yeah, probably over 6,000, maybe 6,500 to fully upgrade the suspension, maybe close to 7. So not going to be too long from now, but Sterling's been a decent track for us as well. We did decent there in the UMPs last season. We didn't get a win in UMPs at all, but Sterling was a track I think we were doing pretty decent at to start out our career in the UMPs. I think that was like week 1. And I think we finished 11th, but we were running like 8th or 9th until the last lap. There was a caution, or there's a wreck, not a caution, and it completely messed me up and we lost a couple spots. So hopefully that doesn't happen here, and we could try to work our way into the feature and maybe get another top 15, because that would be pretty good for us. All right, I'm maxing out right now at about 11.5, which is not terrible, but probably not going to be as good as we were in the last race, where we were like almost a second faster than the goal time for 34th. So definitely going to probably be more of a struggle to make the feature in this one. We already lost the percentage. These cars are pretty fragile, like the UMPs, like hitting the wall and stuff. You lose percentages on the aero very quickly. So that's going to be something we got to pay attention to, not try to hit the walls at this place, because I like to slide up all the way to the wall on these exits. Try and get that nice low line in the corner. Try and get the car nice and straight for the exit, but I can try to slide all the way up so I can get that angle for the corner again. But if we get on the outside of people, not going to be the best thing, but we run a 574, 26. That gives me hope to try to make it in. If we can get up into 6th in our heat, I'll be happy with that, because that will help us out. We're still in heat 2, so finishing 6th here would put us 2nd in the B main, which would be really nice. And if we finish 7th here, we'll be, I want to say, 6th for the B main. So getting a spot here, if we can pass Tommy Richardson, would be massive. I'm kind of going to just use him right there. Didn't quite work out because I completely got airborne in the corner, but we do get by him because he runs the high side, which is really nice. And if Joey Armstrong can keep running that outside, that'd be nice for us as well. I really got to try and hug the inside coming off these corners too, so Richardson doesn't get back by us, but I still got to be on the offensive. If we can get by Armstrong here, we can get into the feature straight away, which would be massive. Just not having to do the extra laps in the B main, even though that would probably help us out getting a rhythm and everything. Kind of sending it 3 and 4. Got a little airborne with the left front, getting into Armstrong a little bit, getting under him again, right rearing him up the track. Not even really up the track, but messed him up into that corner, but messed myself up even more. We do stay ahead of him though. 1 lap to go. That's huge. I took a terrible angle in the turn 1. Somehow hold on to it there. I got the wall a little bit. Are they going to get under us? They are not. We're going to get by Joey Armstrong and get in the feature by the skin of our teeth. I will take that. Starting 18th in the A main. That is not bad at all. I will take that. It's on the outside, which is a little unfortunate, but I think we can get down fairly quick, I want to say. So, who is under us here? The 05. Why does it sound familiar, like Collins or something? It is Robbie Collins. Nice. That was his number in the UMP, so it just like rang a bell in my head. I figured it might have been him, and it sure was. Got Brown right in front of us. Who's that? Cale Brown. Recognize that name, but I don't know why. Maybe they were in the UMPs too. I don't know, but I don't think I was really around him very much. Oh my goodness, massive. Oh, and the wreck right in front of us. I saw the guy spinning up top, and there was nowhere I could go for the 1 car there, which I don't know who the 1 car was right there, but we just absolutely nailed them. That was unfortunate timing for us. We're in 16th, and I think we got a lot of damage on the car too, which is unfortunate. We'll have to see here. 75 aero. Oh boy, that's already struggling, and we're on lap 4 right now of this race. Definitely going to slow us down a little bit and hurt our car quite a bit that we're going to have to repair. Because we don't have, well, our suspension is weak anyways, but our chassis is not like super great. But we're doing the best we can, trying to still make up spots here. We're in 14th, right behind, who's that, Patrick Barnes. I feel like he had a green car in the UMPs. Am I wrong? I don't know, but trying to get by Reynolds here. I had a terrible angle in turn 1 after getting into him on the straightaway. We're still in 13th somehow. I don't know how we've worked our way to a top 15 spot, honestly. It honestly baffles me, but I will take it. We got the 1 car trying to work their way back. That's Brett Thompson, who got spun that we completely ran into when he was spun out. That was unfortunate for us and him. I don't know what even happened. If he got up into the guy that spun up top, or he was just collateral damage from that wreck, I have no idea. But we're trying to hook the bottom the best we can, get under that white line a little bit, and it'll work out pretty well still. So I will take that. See if we can try to catch up to Robbie Collins, because he started right next to us. We started 18th, he started 17th, and we've both worked our way up 5 spots it is, which is pretty solid. Not a bad day in the office, if I do say so myself. And now we have aero damage because I smacked the wall, and it went down to 68 from 75 right there. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous on how little I hit that thing. Patrick Barnes is catching up to us. Kevin Murphy as well. I think, what his name? Brett Thompson fell back some from getting passed by Barnes and Murphy. He must have ran the top or something and got passed. I might be able to throw like a Hail Mary slider on Collins if I can stay close enough to him on like the last lap or something. He's starting to get that outside really working now. He was messing it up there for a few laps, but now he's really getting it working and pulling away on the straights. 2 laps to go. Really trying to get this bottom to work. Do I have the leader right behind me? No, I think I got Barnes straight, or Murphy straight behind me, and then the leader's there on the inside. We are gonna finish this race on the lead lap. Murphy was a lap down, so we are lucky there. Nelson is gonna be in our way from trying to throw a slider, even though I'm just gonna completely cut the track here, but I'm trying to get by Nelson, but he already finished the race, and he was just slow on the bottom, so that didn't help us. But hey, we finished 13th. I can't even be mad. 11th and 13th in the first 2 races of the season. I can't even be mad about that. That averages out to 12th place. I don't know what we'll be in points right now. We're still 11th in points. That's not too bad. Who got the win right there? Harry Nelson. Huge. And Abby gets 2nd place. What are the points in this? This is more like the street stock points and the micro sprint points, I believe. It's way different than the UMPs. I don't know why the UMPs points were so different. It's weird. But we are sitting 11th, 2 points behind Margie, 2 points ahead of Cox and Diaz. So we're on top of Cox right now, which is awesome. And he finished ahead of us. He got 8th in that race, and he finished, I think, like 2 or 3 positions behind us in the last one, something like that. He was not that far behind us, so doing pretty well. $2,600 there. We're getting more merch sold, and we can fully upgrade those tires now, which is going to be really nice. That got us up to $3,200. Tires are going to have to be repaired, but we are going to get the more durability on them now. We don't have to repair the chassis or engine yet. That'll probably have to be after Kokomo here, which will be nice. Repair the suspension. This, I don't think we'll have to repair it because we're going to get the more durability here. So I think it will kind of get it up anyways. It sure does. So yeah, we'll probably have to repair everything after Kokomo going into Fairbury for our showcase. But that'll be all right. We're doing a lot better than I expected, which is awesome. But now we got to save up like probably $7,000, I'm saying $7,000 around for the full upgrade on the suspension here for level 2. Then things start getting very expensive. Like the tires, not super expensive, only $19,500. That'll probably be like a $22,000 we need, which we could probably get after the suspension, and by the end of the season might be able to get enough money to afford that, which would be nice. But we're going into Kokomo, 3rd race of the season. We finished 11th and 13th so far in the season, both races. Kokomo's another good track for us, so I'm hoping we can try and pick up on it very quickly. All right, nearly got down to an 11-second lap, just like we did at Fairbury. We were like a second faster than the practice time, so that's very good news for our qualifying here. Hopefully we can qualify around top 20 maybe, it seems like, if we can hit that 12-0 once again. Just have to hit the bottom as well as we can. Keep the car straight and not do that going into the corner, but we got to hit right on the bottom here. Starting this first one, trying to get the speed up top. Slide it out a little bit, kind of slid out too far in my opinion, but we'll see how it pays out for us. Just have to not hit the tire at the bottom. These two laps for both corners every lap. 12.2, that's not fantastic by any means. Trying to get like a good exit off turn 4. I felt like I went way too wide there. Still gonna be another 12.2. That's still 19th. I'm not even mad about that. It's starting 5th in heat 3. Already in a position to make the feature, which is nice. First time we've done that so far. And if we can try to make up a spot here and do the same thing we did at Fairbury, start about 15th. I think we're heat 3 as well, aren't we? Yeah, we're heat 3 once again when we started 4th at Fairbury. Or we started 6th at Fairbury, my bad. Qualified worse, but now we have the tire upgrade and stuff, which has helped us on speed a little bit. I just can't wait to do the showcase next race and get a sponsorship so we can start actually making some money. Turn 1, we are very fast. I'm going to try and slide up here on Kevin Murphy. We do. He does get right back under us, which I was not expecting. I was trying to pull down in front of him before 3 and 4. But gonna be able to do it again here in 1 and 2. Slide up. Yes, get him to check up. He's not able to get under us that time because I had way more control over it. Getting way too sideways into 3. Too much throttle. But turn 1, I really am a lot better at hitting the bottom, even though I slid out super bad. Murphy's gonna get back under us? No, he doesn't. Wow. I need to like slow up my roll into these corners. I'm kind of like just sending it right now, and I need to like finesse it a little bit more. Looks like Harry's out front once again. He struggled at Fairbury quite a bit. I don't even know why. I don't know why he struggled so bad at Fairbury. That's really weird. Because he won Sterling, and he's technically starting 3rd right now in the feature for this one. Oh, he gets right reared a little bit. I don't even know who just got the lead. The 05, is that Robbie Collins who just won that thing? He might have just won that thing over Harry with a last lap move there on the backstretch. We're going to be starting 15th. That is Robbie Collins up front. Good on him getting that heat win. That was huge. I think this is another 18 lap main, I want to say. Sounds about right to me because I think the showcases are 24. We'll see when we get to the line here. Pretty decent start for us. Kind of slid out too much. Got Tommy Bailey right in front of us. I'm getting in the back of him, but we actually straightened ourselves out because of that and got by a couple guys, which is huge. There is 18 laps, so if I can hit the bottom well, we'll be good to go. Almost 3 wide there on the exit up 4. A little scary. Making it work though. Wait, is this for like 10th right now? Oh my goodness, this is for 10th right now. I did not expect that. How are we making this work? 3 and 4, they're definitely faster up top than I am on the bottom. But 1 and 2, I can make the bottom work, and I could slide up in front of them, but they just get that outside roll, and if I don't get up in front of them. But we're doing pretty well right now. Tommy Richardson trying to follow us around on the bottom behind us. With 2 sideways there in 1 and 2. But hey, if we could finish just outside the top 10 again, that'd be really funny. But at the same time, like good for us in the total points. Even though I'm not worried about points this season, I'm just like looking for what kind of consistency we could have in picking our like sponsor goal and stuff. Which I'm thinking like top 15 right now. Top 10 goal is gonna be rough, especially because like these are our best tracks we're hitting early on. Oh, they're spinning out right into 3 and 4. They are kissing going into the corner, nose to nose right there. Don't know who it was. I think that was Abby actually backwards. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was not Abby. Was it the 71 right there? Was it Brian? It might have been Brian, and Harry was the other one face to face with him. So Brian had a face full of Harry. Oh boy, I almost hit that tire. Trying to sit here and make jokes of people's names the entire time, and I messed up right on the start there. About destroyed our own race. Who's that under us? Mr. Eric Erickson. Same name, have an ass. See if we can make this middle top-ish work. I don't want to go all the way to the top because I know that's going to be way too slow for me. I want to get down to the bottom. I kind of just ran in the back of Eric Erickson there down the entire straight because we just had more speed. Definitely will carry more speed up top for me. It's just like we do not have the speed in the engine to really fully run the top. We're going to gain a couple spots there, though, from people coming to a dead stop. I will take that. Restart it back in 9th. Get us into this top 10. Let's go. Jessica Robinson just came to a stop right there for some reason. No clue why, but that's going to get us into the top 10. That actually was lucky that we were not on the bottom. We were actually forced to the outside, and we were making it work. Getting into Jessica a little bit there off the start. Try to slide up in front of her there off of 2. We kind of were making that outside work. I low-key want to keep trying it. I just know that bottom's fast for me is the problem. It's probably faster for me, but leaving that open is going to let them get by us real quick. Are they going to spin? They sure do. We're going to miss Billy Green by inches with our right rear. I don't know what it is with these guys just right rear each other, spinning out immediately right now, but it's a mess. But Billy Green's going to be back on our outside. His car is violently shaking once again, just like it was at Fairbury. But we'll sit here on the bottom again, starting P9. Maybe I need to just keep the bottom first couple laps, unless somebody forces it under us. Try and hold these spots. I did not hit the bottom very well there at all. Actually got a spot there too. Let's go. Up to 8th. I don't know how we're doing this. Like, Kokomo, Fairbury are just our best tracks, like in every car it seems like, where I can just like outperform our cars, like performance altogether every time for some reason. The showcase is going to be very humbling. No, I'm hoping I can just make the feature in that one because there's going to be some fast guys that don't run the full season in the showcase race. Okay, they're getting up to behind me. We only got 1 lap left. I'm going to try and hold the bottom here to hold Robbie Collins off behind us and try and finish out in this 8th place, which is wild to think of. 3rd race, getting a top 10. Oh, I kind of slid out way too far. We still got 8th, thank goodness. I thought I was going to lose it all the way to 10th there. I kind of slid out way too hard off turn 4. Who got the win in that one? Cox got the win. Massive Cox up front. That is big for him. And he's going to go ahead of us in the points now. That's unfortunate. And we still got a top 10. I was happy with that. And then Cox wins and just absolutely just deflates me overall. But 7th in the points, not bad. He's up to 5th in points. Harry and Cox are back-to-back, 4th and 5th, 4 points apart. Abby up front still by 22 over Brian Ramirez. And Chase Jones in 3rd, 2 points back from Brian. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But we're 7th in the points. That is pretty shocking. But about $3,500 in that one. Now we can go on to the showcase and try to work our way to getting some more money with these sponsors now. That will get us up to nearly $5,000 after this showcase race, as long as we make the feature, I think. Hopefully we can get like $3,000 out of it all and get enough, at least $2,000, I think, to get enough. Oh wait, am I thinking of the tires? How much money we needed? How much was the suspension? I forgot. Yeah, as long as we get like $2,000 out of this entire race, I'll be happy. We'll just repair everything for $1,000. Now we need like $3,000. Never mind, I lied. Gotta repair the whole car and it cost over $1,000, but hopefully we can get like 3,000, maybe 3.5, and get this suspension fully upgraded. That will be very helpful going into the next part of the season. Limaland, Elm Creek, and Eldora as another showcase. Eldora is midway through the season, well, just after midway. Then Prairie View, Grant Park, and Kokomo to finish out the season. We just ran fantastic at Kokomo, so happy that's the ending of the year, because some of the ending of the years, like Millbridge and the Microtrents, that was rough. The UMPs being Eldora last season, I knew we weren't super fast, but we were able to get a little lucky getting some spots. But those last races usually are really tough tracks for us. But Kokomo being the final race of the year, that gives me a lot of hope trying to win a championship in these upcoming years. If we're like in a tight points battle going into the last race, I feel confident at Kokomo. So let's get on the Fairbury here and see how we fare. It is a 36 lap A main. No, thank you. I do not want to do all that. I do not want to do a 36 lap A main. We will do a 50% race for Fairbury, because 30 laps, that's much more manageable. 36 is a lot, man. We have not done that many laps yet. 30, I don't even think we've done yet. So these races are going to be a little bit longer, it looks like, because that's 15, 12, 15. What are the upcoming races? 20 at Limaland. Okay, yeah, we might just stick with 50%. Maybe these races like Sterling, Elm Creek, where they're like 12 laps, we'll up it. And other than that, we will run the 50%, because I do not want to run 36 here at Fairbury. 30 is enough. That's a long race. So let's get on the Fairbury and see what we can do here. All right, ran an 11.9. We just ran this race, first race of this episode. We got the tire upgrade, and we ran like a low 12. So we were able to get like a 10th faster here in this race, which is nice. And it looks like Plum Street Paint Store will be our sponsor. But what's going to be the top 51 goal? A 12.6. I'm hoping we can hit that 12.0 again, or the 11.9 once again, like we did in practice. That would be really nice. See where we qualify at. I'm just hoping we can make this showcase race. Like, making the showcase race is just the biggest thing. I missed turn 1. That was bad. I felt like I was way too wide on entry. Good 3 and 4. Kind of got a little too low in a way. I felt like I was a little too sideways being down there. 12.0, I'll take that. Can't be too mad about it. Better turn 1. Didn't have the run in though. We'll see how 3 and 4 is. Felt like that was a better 3 and 4, so it might be a faster lap overall. It sure was at 11.9 or 11.798. Wow. That's flying. That was like that was a 10th and a half faster than what we had in practice. And that was 27. Top 23 make the feature here. And that's through the B main. So we're starting what? Top 3 advance. We're starting 5th in heat 3. At least we're on the bottom. We might be able to bully our way and get lucky and make the top 3. But I'm hoping I can get in front of Robbie Collins, try to make it up to 4th, so we can have a decent starting spot for the B main. That's my goal here, because starting on the bottom, we usually can make up a spot in the first lap, I feel like. Need to slide up in front of Robbie. I did not do it in time. I need to take advantage of him running the outside. Either that, or we're not going to get in front of him at all. I'm sending it, getting in front of Robbie. No, we're not. We're not getting in front of Robbie. I lied. Now he's moving down to the bottom. Oh, I spun him out. That was not the intent. I feel bad about that. But now he's all the way back in 7th. I can't do anything about it. Like, I was going in there running my line, and he went down to the bottom, so I was kind of defeated. And then I just came across his rear end and spun him out, unfortunately. These things are a little sensitive to getting spun out easy, because I felt like I was just going to bounce off of him there. Did not think he was going to go around from that. But now we got a new challenger under us, and Brian Ramirez in front of us, Harry on the bottom in that 4. I don't know who's up in the lead, because that is not a full-time driver for sure. Got Margie Brooks under us. Oh boy, final lap here, and we're on the outside. Not where I want to be at all. We're going to try and brake and cut under her. Not going to be able to do so. Oh, we're going to get her at the line? We don't. Dang it. Still finished 5th, but we're going to be starting a little deeper in the B main now, starting 9th. Top 5 make it. Robbie ended up finishing 6th, so he's going to have to come behind us from the B main if he wants to make it. He's starting 2 rows behind us on the bottom, it looked like. We got to make top 5 here to try to make the feature, which is the big thing. This is going to be rough. This is going to be really, really tough to do so, because most of these guys are like the full-time drivers, it looks like, with Green back here. Tommy Bailey's in this too. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to like rough up some people, get up here. Oh, we're already in top 5. Okay, yeah, we roughed up people really fast to get up here though. That's what I had to do. I had to try to use my right rear and keep ourselves on the ground. Might have to do it to Margie as well. Actually, she's just a little slower. We were 3 wide, tight there. Slid up really bad right there. Margie's gonna be under us on this straightaway. We'll see if we could rip the outside. I haven't really tried it in the big blocks yet. That actually works pretty decently, honestly. Kind of shocked how well that worked, because the bottom has just been so fast here in like every car for me. We'll kind of see what we can run a couple laps here on the bottom, and then I'm going to try actually running the top fully. 12.0 there. I ran like the slider and then top and ran like a 12.2. But if we can keep that momentum up on the top, we actually might be able to run really fast up there. But we got a little bit of room behind us now. That was a 12.3, so nothing spectacular. Kind of messed up the bottom. As long as I don't smack the wall on entry and really mess up my corner, I feel like we could be pretty fast up here. See, that's a 12.2. That's the wall. But we straightened out pretty quick. Kind of got a little too high in the corner. Trying to see if I can catch up to Kevin Murphy doing this too. It kind of is working. Another 12.2, kind of went in too low, slid up there. I need to enter a little higher. This would be like the first time besides the micro sprints I could run top at a track. Like the big blocks got some ass behind them with some power. That's fun. That was a 12.1. Okay. As long as I feel like there's more room for a mistake. Actually, not even, because I feel like I could hit the bottom tire very easily. And up here, I can just hit the top wall. So it's like similar things, but it's not going to completely ruin your race like the tire will. So honestly, risk versus reward, the top may be better for me, risk versus reward wise. Oh, that's the wall again. These cars are very sensitive to it, so we do drop percentages quite quick, but as long as I can stay off of it, we'll be all right. We completely pulled away from the guys behind us. Robbie Collins is in 3rd, so luckily he did get back up into that top 5, and he will make the A-main. I am happy about that, because I completely screwed him over in the heat race. So I'm happy that he's going to make it back, and it looked like Tommy Richardson and Billy Green are going to make it in as the final transfers. Tommy Bailey fell all the way back to 7th. Margie went from 2nd, I think it was, or 3rd, all the way back to 6th. Really struggling, did not make the feature out of that, which is crazy. But we'll see how this goes. 30 laps here is a long time. This is going to be wild. We have a lot of practice time on the track, at least, with the 12 laps in the B main. I'm just hoping the team put enough fuel in this thing to make it, because we're not used to this many laps. Oh, we're 3 wide. I did not realize that. I thought there was 1 car under us. We are 4 wide now. Oh boy, Billy Green really ripping the bottom there. I'm getting in the wall. Okay, ripping top on a restart, scary, because cars all around me and I'm not stable. Oh, Billy Green getting hit up into us. I think Samantha Bell got up into him. Got his rear end up into us. But being able to rip the top and the bottom out of track, very fun. I am happy about that. I've not been able to do that like in the street stocks or UMPs. It was really more 1 lane for me. But I like that I could have the choice of moving around. We got Cox right in front of us, who just dominated the last race. Like, Cox just absolutely flew up front, and nobody had a chance for how hard he was to beat in that race. Oh, I'm getting into Samantha. Not trying to. I was trying to get under her, and as soon as my right front clipped her, it just straightened us out. Getting by her there, though, on the bottom. That was really nice. How many tires do we have? We have 19 left. Oh, boy. 30 laps. Okay. We probably started with like 22 or 21, maybe. I wasn't paying attention. But back in traffic, you're going to use up a lot of these. Oh, I took a terrible angle to turn one. I had to really let off the gas and just wait there. It looks like a lot of these fast full-time drivers are not super fast in the showcase comparative to like the guys that don't run here every week, because Abby's only up here in like 15th maybe? 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th actually. Maybe working her way up to 15th right now. Because I see her like gray and red car not that far in front of us. We're trying to make our way around some of these guys. We got the leader right behind us, right behind the Samantha Bell behind us. The leader is right there. And there's still 21 laps to go. Like, we're gonna be a lap down for sure. Actually, I lied. Samantha Bell just got spun out from the leader. We're the last car in the lead lap. Lowest we can get is 20th. Let's go. That's awesome. Actually, we're still in 20th. I didn't even realize that. We were battling hard as hell, and I didn't realize we were in 20th right where we started. That's awesome. Like, this being a struggle right now, we haven't had this much of a struggle since the micro sprints, but this isn't even as much of a struggle as the micro sprints because we had literally nothing. We just found more our style of racing. Like the UMPs and big blocks have been really good to us. I really want to get down to the bottom, but there's cars all around on the bottom right now on these restarts. Billy Green is making it real difficult because he is a lapper now. And he's not a spot for us at least, but him just being in front of us is a problem. I'm getting all up in the wall there. Okay, I'm gonna cut all the way down. I think I have like 2 lappers in front of me. I think Samantha Bell on the outside and Billy Green on our outside as well. And then Kevin Murphy down here on the bottom is for position. And then the car behind me is not for position. Billy Green, please get out my way. I'm trying to fight for position here. And Samantha almost causing a wreck between Robbie Collins and Chase Jones up there, which Robbie and Chase are almost causing a wreck between themselves anyways. Okay, everybody wants to rip the bottom. We're going top then. That's the fun part about being able to run multiple lines. If people are running your line, you can kind of switch it up. And now Billy Green goes top. Of course he does. He is mirror driving the hell out of us. And we're getting passed from the last place car, which they are not for position, luckily. Oh, we're 3 wide. I didn't realize Billy Green was still going to be out there. I thought like he was going to get like a speed boost and go by us or something. But we are struggling in the back here. Luckily, these guys went a lap down. We do have the leader right behind us once again, trying to get up in front of Billy Green there, and we have less than 75% on the, or 70% that is on the arrow. We are very damaged from hitting a whole bunch of people and walls and stuff. That's unfortunate. Probably why we're struggling so much. That is the leader that just slightly tapped us with his right rear, Britain, up front. Now we are a lap down, which is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to try and battle with the lead lap cars now, all around us. Billy Green trying to work the bottom behind us. 9 laps to go here. We're sitting 20th, which I'm just happy we made the feature. That's the main thing. But these are a lot of laps for these feature races. It's kind of crazy. Like Eldora, I'll try to, I think that said 20 right now, 50%. I'll probably go back up to 60 for that, do 24 because Eldora is a big showcase race. Limaland having 20, that's completely fine. I do not want to do like 30 there, even though it might be a 24, but that's more of a showcase like amount of laps, which that's kind of crazy just for a regular show week. So that'll stay at 20. Elm Creek at 12, that's a short track. We'll bump that up to 60%, do 15 there probably. Because those short tracks go by way too fast for like 12 laps. Like the B main here was 12 laps, which is crazy in itself, but 5 laps to go. Really 4 laps to go. We got Brian Ramirez not that far in front of us. We could get 19th, honestly, because we are not that far behind him. I'm just like holding back all these lead lap cars, and I feel bad about it. I'm just running my line. I feel like I'm actually running pretty decent on that bottom too, is the bad part for them. I guess I'm just going to start ripping top. We got Decker, hardly know her, out here. I don't even know. The only Decker I can think of is like Natalie Decker or Eric Decker, who was a football player. Honestly, I have zero idea who is in the game that's last name Decker in the big blocks. We'll have to see. Dickens. Oh, we got Dickens, we got Harry, and we got Cox. That's hilarious. I love these names in this game. We got 20th though. First showcase. Made the feature. I'm just happy about that. Who are some of the guys up there that don't race full time? Prego. It's probably not Prego, but that's funny to me. Dickens, Billy Decker, Jack Linner? I don't know. Peter Britton. I recognize Peter's name for sure. I recognize Anthony. It's probably Pergo. I want to say Prego, but it's not PR. Never mind. I'm stupid. Paul Saint Sevier. That's actually pretty funny. That sounds like such a real name, and I know it probably is, but it sounds like the, what is it? The Boston Tea Party or something to me. I don't know why. CG Mori. I just always think it says CG money or CJ. I don't know why, but very happy with how we did nonetheless. Overall, that was a very good first episode for us in the big blocks. We're still sitting 7th in points. That's not bad at all. We're ahead of Kevin Murphy, which I don't think did he make the feature? I don't know if he did. Ricky Cox 5th, Ned Hill 6th in front of us. We're only 8 behind him. That's not bad. Abby still has the points lead though, but less than 30. Harry is catching up for sure. So they both have a win up there. Ricky has a win, and then I think Peter Britton, who only is going to run the showcases, it looks like. Yeah, he got the win. He's not going to be any kind of points battle at all, so very happy about that. We get $5,000 for making the feature, basically. Okay, we're going to get that suspension and fully upgrade it. That is awesome. I'm super hyped about that. Well, those 30 laps were well worth it making the feature. We're gonna get a new suspension, which is great. We don't have to repair anything else, but we have $9,000 in the bank, which is awesome. And then now we'll have like a kind of upgraded car, which is nice. So our initial payout is more than what we're gonna get per race. Oh wow. We've been getting close to a top 10 most races, but I feel like I can almost get top 15. Actually, no, I probably can't get top 15 perfect because there's a showcase in that. There's 5 races. So I think picking top 10 makes the most sense, because if we hit like 2 of those, that would get paid out more than all the top 15. So we're going with that. The win is not in the bank for us, I'll tell you that. I don't even know why win is an option right now for us as a sponsor goal, but yeah, we definitely need more money than I thought. Wow, that's kind of crazy. 2,300 for the last upgrade. Wow. So yeah, we needed all that money basically from that feature. We have $748. I think we started this episode with 734. Now we have 748 to finish out this episode. Pretty funny, but we're doing a lot better than expected. Next episode is going to have Limaland, Elm Creek, and then Eldora as the showcase. So that is nice. Going to have to up the amount of laps for Elm Creek, and then probably keep that for Eldora, and then we'll play it by ear for the rest of the season. Probably keep it at 60% after Limaland, but that Fairbury one was just wild to me, running that many laps. Like running 36, no thank you. That was a $10,000 to win. We got 5,000 for 20th. I will take that all day. Did we get 20th or 21st? We got 20th. Yeah, I'll take that. And we're 7th in points, so I can't even be mad. We're not going to be in the points running for this year for sure, but we are definitely going to be competing for some top 10s, which we already have. We got 8th at Kokomo, 13th and 11th to start the year. So definitely going to struggle at the bigger races for the showcase. That's going to definitely be rough for us next season and stuff, trying to win a championship potentially. But now we're basically just on the road to try and save up the money to get tires. We basically need like I'm gonna say $23,000, which we could probably get by the end of the season with the way it's looking, how fast we're getting money. And then wow, that's like gonna be like 45, maybe $45,000 for a suspension. So if we're gonna have to upgrade to those sooner or later. Probably we can probably get the level 3 tires by the end of the season, and then we'll have to get the suspension, everything else like that next season if needed. That's gonna be like $100 grand for the engine to fully upgrade it and stuff too. Like things get very expensive very quickly. It progresses up very fast with how much money you need. So hopefully you guys enjoyed first episode of the big blocks. These things are a lot of fun to drive, a lot like the UMPs to me, but a little shorter, like stockier, so not as out of control. I feel like the front end I don't think goes as far out as either than the UMPs. I could be wrong though, but they feel very similar to them overall. But we do have that Plum Street paint store sponsor, as you can see in the background on the car, which is nice. But it kind of pops out a little bit with the purplish on the car. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. So not too bad. We'll have some top 10 incentives to try to hit next episode. I think Lima Land we could do decent, maybe. That'll be a tough one probably to get that. Elm Creek is going to be all about qualifying and then just bullying your way forward. And then Eldora is going to be rough. Prairie View is hard for us. Grant Park we can do all right in, but that might be more of a engine track. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one.